Hold a candle next to your window frame.
Not the glass above, the frame edge, where the sash meets the frame, where the frame meets the wall.
If the flame bends toward the gap, your heating system is pushing conditioned air through that opening all winter. For every $100 on your heating bill, $31 to $47 is leaving through window frame infiltration gaps.
The Energy Auditor's recommendation: window replacement.
$2,400 per window.
6 windows in an average home, $14,400. Financing available. Utility rebates may apply.
The closed-cell polyurethane foam weather strip that reduces window frame air infiltration by 73% takes 20 minutes to apply. It requires no tools and costs $3.47 for a roll that covers 6 windows.
It has been in building science literature since 1941.
The same year, utility companies began offering efficiency programs that recommended replacement windows, not foam tape.
The building science is not complicated. The economics of why you've never been told are.
Window replacement, $2,400 per window, $14,400 for 6. At cost. Double pane window unit at contractor price, $187.
Frame removal and installation labor, $340. Disposal, $45.
Total cost at minimum scope, $572. What they charge, $2,400. Margin, 319%.
But the heat loss math is the real story.
A standard double pane replacement window has a U factor of 0.27, a 15% improvement over the 0-point U factor.
That 15% improvement on the glass surface reduces overall window heat loss by approximately 15%.
Air infiltration through the frame gap, the gap the candle flame bends toward, accounts for 47% of total window heat loss. The replacement window's new frame seals the installation gap temporarily.
Foam weather strip applied to the existing frame eliminates 73% of that infiltration gap heat loss, a 34% reduction in total.
The replacement window's 15% glass improvement at $2,400 cost, $160 per 1% heat reduction. The foam tape's 34% frame infiltration improvement at $3.47 cost, $0.10 per 1% heat reduction.
The payback period for window replacement in heating cost savings, 47 to 93 years. For the foam tape, 6 weeks.
Here is the building physics panel, and why cell structure is the specification that matters.
Air infiltration through window frames is driven by pressure differential. Indoor heated air at positive pressure relative to outdoor cold. The window frame has 3 infiltration pathways: the sash to frame gap, the frame to wall junction, and the glazing bead perimeter.
Of these, the sash to frame gap is the primary infiltration source. It experiences the full pressure differential across.
Closed-cell polyurethane foam contains sealed gas pockets, Parin. The cell walls are intact, trapping gas within each cell. Compression set, when compressed to 25% of its thickness and held, closed-cell foam recovers to 90–95% of its original thickness within 60 seconds. This recovery creates the compression seal that eliminates the infiltration gap.
Open cell foam, though the softer, spongier variant, has interconnected cells that collapse under compression and allow air to pass through.
Open cell foam fails as a pressure seal. Closed cell foam is the specification.
The distinction is not labeled on most products, KO. It must be identified by density. Closed cell foam is firmer to the touch and does not absorb water.
Stop. The 1941 record.
In 1941, the U.S. Housing Authority published its first comprehensive building standards for federally funded housing construction.
The standards included weather stripping specifications for all window installations, closed-cell foam or spring bronze at the sash-to-frame junction. The standard noted, proper weather stripping of window and door frames eliminates 65 to 78% of air infiltration.
The same year, utility companies launched efficiency programs to support wartime energy conservation.
Window replacement of a single large transaction with measurable pre- and post-installation meter readings was a traceable efficiency project.
Foam tape application KIAV, a homeowner self-install with no meter signature fire, was not billable under the program structure.
Now here's where it gets genuinely clarifying time, because the efficiency guide that came with your last utility rebate program probably listed window replacement.
Weather strip foam tape, if listed at all, was in an appendix footnote. The payback math was not shown.
The 1941 Housing Authority standard showed the payback math. That data has been in building science literature for 84 years. The efficiency rebate program was designed in 1941. The rebate structure selected which interventions qualified.
Foam tape did not generate a traceable billable event.
Weather strip foam is appropriate for sash-to-frame gaps in single-hung, double-hung, and casement windows. It is not appropriate for window glass failure. If you see condensation between panes, the glass insulation is gone. Structural frame damage COD. A rotted wood frame or cracked vinyl frame requires replacement. Whole frame infiltration from a window installed without proper shimming TOD. Foam addresses gap infiltration, not installation defects.
The 73% infiltration reduction applies to the sash frame gap. In cold climates with aged frames, infiltration typically dominates 47 to 60% of total window heat loss. Test first. The candle or incense smoke test identifies which windows have active infiltration.
Apply weather strip only to windows that test positive. Windows with no draft benefit minimally from foam.
Product: closed cell EPDM or polyurethane foam weather strip tape, 3/8 inch wide, 3/16 inch thick.
Density above 1.5 pounds per cubic foot. Press the foam. It should resist compression and sprung back immediately.
Cost: $3.47 per roll at any hardware store. One roll covers 6 standard windows. Step 1, identify the infiltration pathways. Close the window completely. Run a candle along the sash frame junction.
Step 2, clean and dry the surfaces. Wipe the foam application surfaces with a dry cloth. Remove any old foam, paint flakes, or debris. The adhesive requires a clean surface for bonding.
Step 3, apply to the sash stop. Open the window. Apply the foam tape to the strip on the frame that the sash closes against.
Apply continuously around the sash perimeter, cutting at corners. Press firmly to activate the adhesive. Step 4, frame to wall gaps. For gaps under 1/4 inch, caulk alone is sufficient. Foam tape is not appropriate for this junction.
Test after installation. Close window fully. Repeat candle test at all marked infiltration points. Draft eliminated.
Total cost, $3.47 per window. 6-window house, $20.82.
The 1941 Housing Authority building standard documented foam weather strip eliminating 65 to 78% of air infiltration. Tonight, light a candle and hold it at your window frame edge. If it bends rue, you have the draft. Next video, your attic is losing 38% of your heating energy through the hatch. The 697 fix has been in guidance since 1979.